Let's now change gears a bit and talk matters to do with entertainment. And last evening, there was the Pulse Awards, where we saw a number of artists being rewarded for their stellar job, as well as music directors, and also just the entire ecosystem around the music industry. Let's have some of the videos that came out from that and some of the winners as well.
Best female music video in the Pulse Music Awards 2016 is Della Phillips.
Taurus Music.
And to the male artist video of the year, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the amazing, the great. He's back and he's doing things in a big way. Nyashinsky.
Yeah!
You know, thank you so much. DJ, Nyashinsky yako uwe ni nani?
Achiel kende.
Wewe
Well, that is the Pulse Awards that happened last evening. And some of the artists that were awarded are actually already in studio with us. We have Frasha. He'll be speaking to us shortly about the industry around business and entertainment. And on the decks today we actually have, and that is DJ Sadek. You do see him gracing your screens every Sunday. And he'll be giving us some interesting mixes, as well as just getting his views about the music industry, how it's been performing. Perhaps DJ Sadek, looking at the music awards yesterday, the Pulse Awards, what do you see in the Kenyan music industry? Are we going in the right direction?
I think there's a lot of growth in terms of, first of all, in terms of production, compared to the kind of audios and videos that were being released a few years back. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of creativity, both in the delivery of the artists and the producers as well. So I think there's growth and we're in the right direction.
All right.
Yeah.
And I know you will be playing some music to us, and we actually have Frasha also in studio, and some of you know him from his years when he was in the P unit, and he'll be talking to us also regarding this particular issue around the entertainment industry, as DJ Sadek gives us a soundtrack as we carry on with this particular interview. And Sadiq, of course, a lot to offer in the music industry. What are some of the challenges that you are seeing facing the sector?
I think one of the biggest challenges I've seen in recent days is lack of support for each other from the artists. I think if we support each other more, I think we'll go further in terms of just being willing to collaborate with one another, being willing to support each other's projects. I think when there's that unity, I think we'll go further. Yeah, because at times you find an artist has a project, but when they're trying to reach out to fellow artists for support, you find some support, some don't. Yeah, so I think when there's that unity, we'll go further.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And we also have Frasha Amisi in studio. Maybe you can give us a line or two before we get into the conversation.
Frasha, we got it. Yeah, that's the most famous one.
Many thanks, Frasha, for coming over.
Yep.
Looking at the industry, last evening there was the Pulse Awards, and a lot of artists have come out saying there's no support from the local fans. Is this true?
I think it's very true. The biggest problem that has been there in the industry, I think, and especially on the secular side of the industry, is lack of support. Because if you look at things like videos, there's a lot you can do on a music video. For instance, placements, and all these things are not happening here. In other countries, it's happening, and this lifts up the industry. But this year, I think, has been a great year for the industry in general. You know, we've had many artists coming into the country, but again, also, if you look at the local artists, the problem is if an international artist comes and is paid, for example, 80 million, and the headline in Kenyan artists is given 200,000, I think we're shortchanging the local artists, because I think we also need to lift up our own industry here.
All right.
Yeah.
And of course, DJ Sadik, perhaps you can leave us with a track for either Frasha or your favorite track. And thanks for coming over, Frasha.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Always a pleasure having you on board. And let's keep in touch. Let's see how the industry continues, man.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any big releases coming up
I have a gospel song by the
Right here.
All right.
Muse Magayani, make change the smallest way possible, yani. It goes something like this.
Jack on the beat.
It's not about the money, it's not about the cash, it's not about the good life and everything you have. It's all about